Morning, it's about 20 past 5. Everyone's asleep, so gotta be really quiet. Time to go to the gym. Got a full day of check-ins in today, so need to get to the gym really, get it done, because I won't have time otherwise with the kids' runs and everything. So trying to wake myself up, pretty knackered. Ellie woke up in the night as well, which doesn't help, but hey, when you've got kids, sometimes that happens, doesn't it? So just getting my pre-workout in. Then we are off to do push. Gonna meet Steve at the gym. So let's just get this pre-workout down me. So this week is all about pushing my diet still after the first week was really successful. Dropped a kilo last week, which was magic. Straight back in it after Christmas, which is just what you want. As I go to Dubai in a few weeks' time, and then we are off on a holiday as well. So perfect time to kind of get straight back to it and just focused. Training's great. 4 days a week, absolutely perfect. Cardio-wise, we are currently doing about 1,000 calories worth of cardio. So 1,000 calories burned. Then steps, keeping it about between 10 and 12,000, depending on the day. Some days I'll be getting a bit more with the walking pad, which is great. So we're just gonna get this all shaken up, and then we will be getting into the car and getting ready for our session. So just finishing off the push session on the bike. Steve, actually, aka Wonk, slept in this morning, which was, he's going to get some shit about later. But got the session done, finish off on 15-20 minutes on the bike, get home, kids will be up, get them breakfast, we'll take them to school, and then it'll be straight to client check-ins all day. This is the start of our 8-week fat loss challenge with Accelerate. So everyone's getting their pictures done today, measurements, and the start of 8 weeks of fat loss, which is going to be absolutely epic for me and Steve. Give them a weekly check-in every week. So great way to kickstart for themselves, get themselves going, especially after if you've had a heavy Christmas. Then we find a lot of our clients have come from Accelerate in terms of wanting to move into kind of like a premium service after group setting,
which gives them obviously a lot more personalisation, focus, and drives them into the next goal. So really excited to see how these guys get on, and we'll obviously keep you posted on that. So also forgot my headphones, which is a disaster. Looking around in my bag frantically for them, realised that I've left them on charge at home. Fantastic. That's getting close to pushing 40 for you. Memory's not as sharp, but really wanted to catch up on Fallout, which I'm currently watching at the moment. Just watched all the Strange Things, which I was behind on that. I had to avoid all the spoilers on social media, but Fallout's great, so really looking forward to that. So yeah, I'm having to just do a little bit of reading instead of watching today on the cardio, which is not ideal, but we have to do what we do because I must admit, I don't really enjoy doing the cardio. If it was a sport, you know, like football, rugby, even things like squash, tennis, jiu-jitsu, go all day. Don't need anything. It's just when it comes to just getting in and doing like this, I need something to kind of focus and take my mind off it just to get it done. So headphones is not here. At least Nirvana's on, so good music for a change in the gym, and we'll get cracking. So just got in from dropping the kids off. Now it is get all set up for check-ins. So into the office, which it is a bit of a work in progress still. Got my Lego Star Wars collection here because I'm an absolute geek. But yeah, setup is all ready to rumble. So we're going to go through that, and I will be keeping you in point and touch on how I do my check-ins, what we change, what we don't change with clients, and how we keep them moving forward to get the results that we want. So the first thing that happens is the client will send me a check-in video, and in the video they will be going through their week. So they're going to talk about how well the diet's gone, how well the training has gone, has there been any socials that have crept in, made things really difficult, is there anything that they're struggling with, any stresses in life, and any tweaks that we need to make. I'll get a really good feel for everything as a whole through the video. So this is Adam giving me his check-in.
Just in the old music room kit and shit. But yeah, it's been a good week, mate, actually, check-in wise. Down, what have I lost now? So I got into the 80s, so 89.5 kilos. That is 55 kilos lost, which is mental. What's that now? What, 17 months is it? I think so. But yeah, great, mate. Really happy with that, really happy. Weights crept up a little bit over the weekend, but, you know, been a bit of a loose weekend, had a bit of ice cream, had a weekend with the girls, so it's been great. But yeah, just keen on locking in now, getting up to this photo shoot and really dropping the weight off. So, yeah, new training spot's good. Enjoying the mixture of heavy sets and volume, and then...
So once Adam has given me that feedback for the video, I can then go into his data tracker and have a look at all the information that he has given me from the last week or so. So we can see here on like the 29th of December, that week we had a little bit more freedom with, there's more family events and social. So we kind of knew that we were going to have more calories, and then weight was going to potentially drop up a little bit, but it actually dropped a kilo that week. And then last week he had an absolutely fantastic week back into routine. You can see all of his targets here, his protein targets, his calorie targets, how many steps he's done, if he did any cardio, the calories that he burnt from that, did he do any weight sessions, and then we've looked at things like his how hungry he is, his adherence, the energy, the mood, the stress, all these things play into kind of factors that I want to dig into and see if there's anything that we need to look into and change. So it's really, really important information. we have the timeline here of what Adam is, what he's going to do long term. So this is super important for future-proofing him and he knowing exactly what's coming forwards. We can plan any holidays. He's got tour with the Massive Wagons at the back end of kind of like April, start of May. So we're going to have to plan that into it. And he can then update this as much as he needs to so that we can plan it and not be reactive around his check-ins and make sure that we are ahead of the game with everything. Then we move into his training program. This is a brand new training program that we're experimenting with just to see how he basically responds to this. It's a full body approach over 4 days, and Adam seems to be really, really enjoying this. You can see that he can log his weights, he can log his reps, and we can look at kind of things like total volume. And then alongside that, what we can do is we can start to look at Adam's form in his actual movements. So I'll get a video from Adam as well in the gym, training away, and then basically I can look at this and see if there's any improvements that we can make. How does it feel for him? Is he feeling the right kind of the muscle that we want him to feel with it? So these are really, really important for me to be able to see how hard he's training too. Is he taking things to failure? Is he leaving reps in reserve? Can we tidy up a couple of reps? Some tweaks of how I feel for him. So again, really, really important part of the check-in is their video feedback. So first block of check-ins is done. It's time for first meal of the day, which is going to be some oats, protein powder, and some fruit. So I'm going to show you how I make this. I know it's not rocket science, but let's just move this down so you can see the bowl. So 80 grams of oats. I'm going to go in here. Dead simple to eat, also keeps me full. So 80 grams in here. And then get the old protein powder plus the creatine. So salted caramel today, and we're literally going to stick in 5 grams of the creatine too. So creatine's in. Zero that, stick in the 30 grams. Bob on, gonna add some water now. So I'll take you with me on the full tour of watching me pour some water in. So, water added, and then mix. Mix. And then what we'll do is, if we need to get a bit more water in, which I do, bear with me. So that's all added in. I'll just mix that up now. I'm gonna add some honey, and I think I'm gonna go for pineapple and blueberries today. There we go. Unfortunately, you can see my ugly mug as well. So yeah, pineapple and blueberries. Gonna get that out of the fridge. Add those in. And then we'll get a little bit of honey as well. Who doesn't like honey on their oats? Oats, baby. Let's get that back in, there we go. Perfect. So, yeah, let's get the pineapple in. Pineapple rings. Just break them up. Stick them in. This has all been added to the Fitness Pal already, so I know exactly what I'm doing here. Makes life so much easier when you already pre-track your food. So this morning I'll have already put in this, my next meal, which is going to be a wrap for Replenish, and then I've got some yogurt tonight, and then I've left about 800 calories, 50 grams of protein for tea, so it gives me a bit of flexibility depending on what SJ and the kids are having as well. And I find that works really, really well. If you've got a young family, or you just want to eat with the family and have a bit of variety in the day, you can just leave a bit of a buffer calorie-wise, a bit of a protein goal, and you can kind of eat with everyone else, which makes it much easier and nicer, doesn't it? So I think with blueberries, I don't know about you, they've got to be hard. Like, I picked the hard ones out. I think I'm going to freeze these actually, because the soft blueberries, there's nothing worse than soft blueberries. They taste and just feel like shit, don't they? So having fun picking out about 50 grams of hard blueberries, not soft. Some are mediocre, but they're gonna have to do today. Nearly done. 2 more probably. Perfect. So 10 grams of honey to go in there. Perfect. And then we're good to go. Simple meal. About what? 55 grams of protein in there. 450 grams. I think I'll have to check the FitnessPal, but dead easy to make. I'll eat that now and then I'll be straight back into the second block of check-ins until pick up time for the kids. And then, yeah, and then literally it'll be keep them entertained for a little bit. And tonight Louis got swimming. I'll have my finished editing one of my YouTube videos and another piece of content for Instagram. But that is going to be most of today done. So eat this, get the second block done, and then I'll see you soon. All right, so check-in block 2 done. I've got about 3 or 4 to go. So I'm gonna have my second meal of the day. SJ's gone to get the kids because it's leathering down. So she's going to pick them up. So I am gonna have salad with amazing Replenish Cajun chicken burrito. It's absolutely love these things. So convenient, all tracked for you as well, calories and macros. So you just stick it in MyFitnessPal. Literally put that into the microwave for a couple of minutes. So it gives me lots of time to kind of get a little side salad done. Stick that in the microwave. And I prefer pushing my food back further in the day anyway when I'm dieting, because I just find that through the first part of the day, I'm up early anyway, especially if I'm training early. I'm up at like, what, 5:15? So it's quite a long day to make your calories spread out. And I always find it much easier to have my first meal around kind of like 12:30-ish. Just personal preference, it just gives me a shorter window to be able to have food in, but also it allows me to have more food later on tonight. So this will be my second meal. I've still got tea, which is about 800 calories, and then I've still got my yogurt, protein yogurt and fruit, which is about 400. So it works really, really nicely for me, and I just find that I can adhere to this a lot easier than if I was to have like a breakfast straight after the gym, and then going into the day like normal, so breakfast, lunch, tea. I just find I would probably be hanging, whereas I've done this for years now, so whenever I diet, I know kind of what works for me, and that's kind of what you got to find when you're dieting. It's what works around your lifestyle. Different people I get really hungry dieting, really hungry. So for me, bulking out meals is really important. Hence why I'm going with a salad with this wrap, just so I can actually have a few more calories and fill myself up a little bit more. That's really it, to be fair, in terms of why I do it. Some people don't like to push the meal back. I might just have a bit more caffeine in the morning, but I don't have caffeine after say like 1 o'clock, just because I find that it can make me like a little bit sleepless later on. So have the caffeine early in the morning, load up, just stay super busy, have the first meal about 12:30, and then we'll go from there. So just gonna chop these spring onions up. Micro's beeping at me now. So get these loaded on here, make some space because I'm gonna get some lettuce as well. Just chop a bit of lettuce off there. Not gonna be too accurate with this, just get a little bit up, chop it up, and then it's already been pre-washed before, so load that on top of there, mix all the salad up. I've got an easy little salad there, just literally tomatoes, cucumber, spring onion and lettuce. Nothing groundbreaking there, no Michelin star stuff. Have to tidy up as I go as well. It's I've always been like that, so the kitchen's got to stay clean, so I can't eat while all this is out. So I'll have to clean this first before I eat my meal. Maybe that's a little bit of OCD. But salt flakes as well. Absolutely love salt flakes and pepper. Absolutely make the difference. So once that is ready, out we come with the wrap. Honestly, it's amazing, these wraps. Look at that. Dead simple. Packed with protein, filling, fibrous. Get the pepper on. Plain pepper, sprinkle of sea salt, flakes. Bob's your uncle. Done. Dead easy. So eat this now. Kids will get back, and then what I'll do is I'll just spend like the next hour probably working. I've got to edit a YouTube video, an Instagram post, finish the check-ins, and then I'll make tea with the kids, play with the kids for a couple of hours, take Louis swimming, and then that will be Monday all wrapped up.